Ah, why? They're so bad today. Cool. Anyway, beef jerky. They're so bad today. I had to go live. My gosh, you guys. They're my computer so bad. Like I just made a post for Twitter and I spent all this time on it so it would look good, so that people know what's up. And they took it right. I didn't even get a chance to send it, post it. They just took it right down. Well, I'm gonna try that again then. Facebook kicked me right off. This is nuts. There, my computer's wicked bad too. You can tell the weekend's coming up. Yeah, I'm gonna let you listen to them. I'm just giving you a couple of minutes. I'm setting some stuff up that you can listen to the crazy people in our attic. uh, Citizens Bank is ripping me off so bad. Okay. Yeah, just start broadcasting it. That's what I do. For his case, he'd have to find someone to tie that whole thing together for him. Would it be that significant to send your son answer? Thanks, man. Good to see you. Yeah. Nice meeting you. Take care. Thank you. So what's your bottom line? Things that sell really quickly. This is going to take a while. Tell you what, why don't we just make this quick and easy? $12.50. It's got the association. I'll give you $1,200. So $1,200? I think 1,200 sounds good. All right, it's a deal. Thank you, Mr. Harrison. Meet you right over there with this paperwork. That's right, Mr. Harrison.
Mom, did you really need to buy 2 can openers for our emergency kit? I can't help it. 2 for 1. What's this? We need to keep our family communication plan safe in case of an emergency. Thanks, Vika. Oh, man. Well, good thing we kept all the lights we used for the dolly. I've got the battery pack. Keep my phone powered so we don't miss any alerts. What about game night? Sounds good. Oh, we have to get to Mom and Dad's and get them somewhere safe. I've got the evacuation route loaded on my phone. I've got an updated list of Dad's meds.
And I've got just what we need to get them to take this seriously.
If that doesn't convince them that we thought this through, I don't know what would.
Start a conversation with your family and plan together for emergencies. Plastic is flooding our planet, polluting our land, air, and water, hurting wildlife and destroying delicate ecosystems. Once it's in our environment, it's here to stay. Our planet isn't single-use, and our plastic shouldn't be either. We can stop this by changing how plastic is made, used, and recycled. Working with communities, governments, and industries, and building a better system from the ground up.
Relates to the weekend. They're much worse. They're bad.
A clean planet is possible. Let's build it together. www.earth/plastics.
Being blind doesn't always look how others may think. Retinitis pigmentosa aimed to overwhelm my family.
It tried to cut me down.
I know where to find support and where I can be seen.
Innovative research, educational resources, supportive community. The Foundation Fighting Blindness is leading the charge of treatments and cures for blinding diseases. Donate today at fightingblindness.org.
What do we have here? Well, obviously we have a newspaper, but Yeah, I got a 1905 Chicago Daily Tribune that talks about President Roosevelt renewing his war on foul football.
Well, I mean, basically, football was like a blood sport. Whatever it was just to get the ball from one end to the other.
Right.
And back then, by the way, a ball was a inflated pig's bladder.
Oh. I have a 1905 Chicago Tribune which talks about President Roosevelt's war on foul football. I'm asking for 800 on the newspaper, but I will go as low as 250. I need to sell this newspaper because they're just piling up in my house and my wife is sick of it.
It's pretty cool. Do you know much about the history of football back then?
Back then, there was a movement to actually ban football because of the brutality.
It was nothing like the game we see today. Punching,
They're
kicking,
starting to put it in Adderall.
Almost every week you read.
They're buying Adderall from the country, saying it's for Saudi Arabia, sending it there, dosing it, putting that stuff in it, and they're shipping it back to the US.
We need to change the sport to a gentleman's sport.
That's what they're talking about.
A bloodbath. It looks like your standard newspaper from 1905. Newsprint is really, really inexpensive. It's acidic. It's basically the two-headed snake. It eats itself. And 50 years from now, I doubtfully still be in one piece. So how much you want for this thing?
I'm actually asking $800.
It's not worth nearly that. Newspapers from this time period are probably like $25. You might
They've already got the price.
In front of it.
I mean, it is President Roosevelt. Don't you think there's only, a handful of these out there?
If you read old newspapers from back then, there was an article about the president every day in the paper.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'll offer you $20.
No,
Okay.
that's
I
just,
understand why it's a cool headline, but it's not a great headline.
nice looking at it. Yeah.
Thanks for coming in. It's pretty cool. Good stories.
All right.
I was going to play professional football, but then I decided to be a fun runner. Worked out for me. Hey, how's it going?
Oh, hey, how you going?
Good. Every day I get tons of phone calls, and one of them today was about a 51 Merc. This is every hot rodder's dream car. It really, really is. I love old lead sleds. These are the coolest of the cool. I will literally sell one of my cars to buy this if it's the right car. So where'd you get this thing?
I actually drove all the way out to California. Okay. Had a big winnings, but this thing scares me to drive. It's too nice. I'm looking to sell my 1951 Mercury that's been customized. It's super fun to drive. Just figure it's time for me to maybe move on to a project. I'm asking $30,000 for the car, which I think is pretty reasonable. The lowest I really want to take is probably about 23.
This is badass. The Mercuries are cool. They got a really cool history with them. Edsel Ford actually got a huge argument with his dad over this entire car line because he wanted something in between the Ford and the Lincoln. And his dad, Henry, who was just an old crotchety guy at this point, was just like, no, and he did it anyway. When they came out, they were considered a massively modern-looking car because, every car before World War II had the big fenders on it, and it was just different looking, and everyone fell in love with the car.
So tell me about it, man. The interior is fully custom with velour, music notes in the interior and trunk where the trunk's shaved. The pinstriping is throughout the entire car.
You said the trunks were shaved?
The trunk's shaved as well. Yeah, absolutely. This area here is where the trunk emblem would have been with the key. So what they do is they fill this in, and they'll either use a body filler or lead. And that's how they fill it in, and then you have it off an electric popper.
Can you start it up? Sounds clean. Is it going knock me dog? All right, so the $64,000 question. How much you want for it?
Half that. No, we're asking, honestly, I'd be ecstatic with 30.
Okay. Let me call my car guy. My number one concern with this is 4 doors. I mean, it was 30 grand on a 2-door 51 Merc, and this gentleman probably wouldn't. I just give you the money and walk away. But the 4-door concerns me. No matter how cool you think you are, it's really hard to make a 4-door cool. Your dad drove a 4-door. That's a family car. Do you mind if I call somebody up and get them out here?
No, absolutely, yeah.
When I give you a few minutes to go to my car, we'll call somebody up.
I think having an expert over would actually be good. Being a 4-door, I know it does hurt the value, but I know that the vehicle is a solid vehicle.
Closed caption.
They're just being called a psychic cord.
Hey folks, Chris Cooney here with Leaf Filter, America's largest gutter and gutter protection company.
I
Leaf
don't
Filter
know.
has over
Bunch of
150
stuff.
locations and has been installed on over
Which it is
million
annoying.
homes.
It takes a lot of power.
For 20 years. Our patented technology offers total protection for your home
Yeah.
and comes with a lifetime transferable warranty. The process is simple. Give us a call to schedule your free gutter inspection. If you decide to move forward with the project, you put nothing down at all. 833 Leaf Filter or visit leaffilter.com today.
At Choice Hotels like this Comfort Hotel, you get more for your money so you can maximize any vacation, like starting game day with a free hot breakfast. I got waffles, how about you? Waffles! Stay Twice, you get a $50 gift card when you book direct.
Cream on the left, one more episode. Cream on the right, we crush the whole series. Yes! Huh. Oh, that was really good. Oreo, stay playful.
It's great to catch up, Jamie. How's business?
Good. Are you up to speed with the new beneficial ownership reporting requirements?
Sort of. What's it about?
It's a new initiative to help fight crimes like money laundering, fraud, and drug trafficking. A lot of small businesses like ours just have to report some basic info to the federal government about the real people behind them.
Does that include my cafe?
There are some exemptions for certain
Oh,
companies,
it is.
but don't worry. There's lots of guidance on the government's website about who needs to file. Check out fincen.gov/BOI. Filing is easy and free. It took me less than 20 minutes.
Looks like I do have to file. Thanks, Jamie.
Second horde stuff, a couple of years.
Business community.
Reporting beneficial ownership information helps protect U.S. national security. Filing is quick, secure, and free. And it's the law. Learn more at fincen.gov/BOI.
Your coach.
Your coach. They don't teach you that inner strength is the most important kind of strong. But you taught me that.
They don't teach you how to build confidence in yourself or how to deal with all the pressures all at once. But you taught me that.
They don't teach you how to get back up after you fail, or how to keep going no matter what they say about you. But you taught me that.
So every time I walk up to that first tee,
That next test,
a new school,
Or even walking into my first job.
I know I have what I need inside of me, and you helped me build it.
first team is more than golf. It's where I discovered what I'm capable of. You didn't just prepare me for 18 holes. You prepared me for every day of my life. Learn more at firsttee.org.
Earlier, a guy came in with a cocktail mixer that has an inscription to the former Cubs owner, P.K. Wrigley. He wants $2,000 for it, but since it's such a unique item, I called in Jeremy, who's an expert in sports memorabilia, to check it out. Take a look.
So we have an old cocktail mixer here. That is really cool. This item isn't actually an award, it's more of a thank you. The cocktail mixer was engraved to P.K. Wrigley, owner of the Chicago Cubs, in gratitude for allowing the Illinois State League to play at his facility. The Wrigleys were the majority owner of the Chicago Cubs from 1921 all the way through 1981. PK took over in 1932, and right away the club stayed relevant. They won pennants in 1935, 1938, and again in 1945. It's after that, when the wheels fell off, just to shed some light on it, in the next 32 years, the Cubs only have a winning record 7 times.
So, what kind of value do you think this has?
To give you an example, an MVP trophy in 1934 that the Sporting News gave to Lou Gehrig for American League MVP recently sold at auction for about $400,000. The concern I have with this is provenance. You said you got it at an antique store. Mm-hmm. So with something like this, we're going to lack documentation. But what I can tell you is, by looking at this, it is absolutely from the 30s. I believe it to be 100% authentic from the Illinois State Baseball League, and it was meant to be presented to Mr. Wrigley, although sadly we can't prove that it ever was.
Okay, can you put a dollar amount on it?
Based on similar awards from the same time frame, you're looking at around $250.
All right. Thanks for coming in.
Absolutely. Appreciate it.
I don't think it's what you want to hear, but you did say it was cool.
Yeah, not what I wanted to hear, though.
So what do you think?
Well, I think it's worth more than that, and so I'm going to stick to my price.
Okay. I mean, it is cool. I would love to have it. I mean, I'd make an offer on it, but we're so far apart. I don't want to offend you.
I understand.
Thanks for bringing it in.
Thank you. I'm a little unhappy that I was not able to make a deal, but I have no doubt I'll be able to sell this someday to a true Cubs fan. I would say that unfortunately this was a strikeout.
Earlier, me and Corey came to look at a 51 Merc, the coolest of the cool at sleds. The guy's asking $30,000 for this car, so I'm calling it Bill.
What's up, guys?
Everything's good. How you doing? 51 Merc?
Yes, she is. This is a big one here. Let's check it out. So you got shaved door handles, stock bumper, pretty much stock body, still the chrome. Let's take this dude for a ride.
Absolutely. Have fun with it. Normally, I wouldn't even look at an old car like this four-door, but it's a 51 Mercury, so I at least have to take this thing out for a test drive to see how it rides.
There we go.
I mean, it's a cool car.
Whoa. We got lots of play in the wheel here. She's a nice little ride here. This car drives just like a 1951 Merc. It's no performance machine. It's just a cruiser. When they say it's like driving a boat, this is like driving a boat.
It's like when I was a kid, it was the little thing with Bruce Greenbusser.
Oh, yeah.
How old are you?
I'm not as old as you.
Yeah, I can see why people wanted to know.
So what do you think it's worth?
Well, that's $1 million question. Anywhere in the neighborhood between 12 to 14,000 on a car like this. Yeah. But hey, thanks for having me come check it out.
I think the expert's appraisal is absolutely ridiculous. There's no way that anybody is going to buy any car that is that nice for $10,000. It's not going to happen.
So the whole thing is, dude, you have a really nice car, but like I said, it's the four doors that concern me. So, I mean, are you stuck at that number?
I paid almost double that number of what his low was.
Oof. I'd give you $10,000 for it.
Most I can drop down to could probably be 26.
So obviously we're worlds apart.
We're worlds apart on that.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I'm just going to have to keep it and enjoy it. It's a car you can enjoy. That's the beautiful thing about it, you know.
All right. That's a constant project.
Yeah. No matter what, it'll always have leaky oil.
All right. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Appreciate it. I think the big thing is just going to come down to having fun as far as family, letting my son drive it, let him enjoy it, and try to, you know, make the most of the time that we have with it.
Jason, let's go see your room.
What do you think? We kept it a little spare, so you can decorate it how you like.
Dinner.
Oh, excellent. Yeah, I saw you guys out there.
Today's students are tomorrow's great thinkers and innovators. But right now, millions of kids go to schools that don't have the supplies they need just because of where they live. Donors Choose is a nonprofit that lets you support students and teachers in your community and beyond. Learn more at donorschoose.org.
What are you doing? I'm trying to get on the website, but it's just a pain, dude. Like, I mean, it's like, this is insanity. I mean, it's hard to get on. It's not designed well at all. As it sits right now, gspalm.com is a joke.
I know. We need a new website. We need a real website.
Do you guys know anybody who does like web design and does sites and stuff?
I can handle this.
You can handle this.
Yeah. I've got some great ideas. We can make avatars, they can fight each other, maybe a couple music videos to grab their attention. We'll just like put a song on it, we'll be in the music videos lip sync.
Okay.
Yeah, just let me know when you need me. I got all the great ideas.
No problem. chum. We'll let you know all about it.
Let's just get it done. Let's just actually make it to where we can make money off of it.
Why don't you just save some time and force the money down the toilet? The internet is a fad. It'll go away.
At my shop, family comes first, and money comes second. Depending on who you ask. But the best part, you never know what's going to come through that door. This is Pawn Stars.
How's it going? How are you? Long time no see. What do you got for me? Something that you may or may not have seen before.
These are known as a Reed knuckle duster.
My dad would go ape over this.
They call them knuckle dusters because basically what they are is a pistol and a pair of brass knuckles in one unit. I'm looking to get $5,000 for the pair. They don't knock any dust off your knuckles, but they can knock the dust off your skull if I slam you with them.
So where'd you get them?
I bought these at an auction in the Midwest. I go back there a couple times a year. It's a very large auction house, and that's where I pick these up.
All right.
You familiar with those at all?
Somewhat. They were a company that made small handguns. I don't think they ever made what we would think of as a regular handgun, did they?
You're right. What these basically were guns that were used after the Civil War by gamblers or people that would hang around in bad parts of town that wanted to be able to pull out a gun but not have everybody see that they pulled out a gun.
Yeah, guns like this kind of get a bad rap. You know, it was always the prostitutes and, the gamblers that carried guns like this. Realistically, it was people that lived in the city.
Yeah.
People that lived in the city tended to be a little more fashionable. Having a big cult army hanging off their belt wasn't something they were exactly into.
That's right. And probably the most terrifying threat you have to someone is to shoot them down in the lower abdomen. It may take you 3 days to die, but you are going to die.
Exactly. In the 1800s, brass knuckles and pocket pistols were popular for personal defense. And a gunmaker named James Reed decided to combine them into one badass weapon. The concept really didn't stick around, which makes these guns rare. So, how are you supposed to hold them?
Usually when they pull it out of the pocket, they put the little finger in it here, and that was so that this was accessible to thump somebody in the skull. These are fairly rare. I mean, you don't find them at every, gun show. And actually, particularly in this caliber. So this is a lot more sought after. You'll find the 22 calibers, but the 32s are a lot less common. And the reason being is that back in the period of time, this had a lot more oomph to it. And frankly, if you fired it with your little finger in there, you could very well break your finger.
All right, so how do you open these up, man?
Okay, you will unscrew the cylinder in here, then slightly drop that, and the cylinder will fall out.
Okay.
Then you put a 32 rimfire cartridge in there, and then you just basically slide it back in the same way you just pulled it out.
Okay.
And then it cocks and fires just like standard. There's a trigger here.
Okay.
And pretty straightforward after that.
So you weren't reloading this thing quickly at all?
Well, not real fast.
I mean, I imagine, you pretty much wanted to be within a couple feet of the guy you were shooting.
Yeah, I could pretty well hit you at this distance. Much further back than that, and it's dicey.
Yeah. Guns like this are really cool because you don't have to be an expert to realize that they're rare and different from other guns. But because of that, I don't exactly know what I'm dealing with either. So in cases like this, it's smart to bring in someone who knows. What are you looking to get for it, man?
I'm looking for $2,250 for this gun, $2,750 for this gun, $5,000 for the pair.
All right. I know just enough about things to get in trouble. I haven't seen my dad around today. Let me call you when he gets back.
All right. Well, Corey's going to bring in his dad, and that's okay. I mean, I know what I've got, so you can't really tell me anything that's going to sway me one way or
another. What's up, Hop?
I booked a 2 last night, and it's killing me, and I'm trying to get into a dentist this morning. And I haven't got the sign up coming yet, and I told him my ideas.
I got some good ideas. Chum says he has some good ideas. So what are your ideas? Just wait for the meeting.
We are the nation's largest integrated healthcare system. providing life-changing care to over 9 million veterans.
Our hands are busy, competent, skilled, healing, helping, and friendly. A place where diverse teams come together hand in hand to provide full patient-centered care. Working in state-of-the-art facilities with influential leaders in healthcare, all with a single goal in mind: to help veterans heal, recover, and get their lives back in a place where everyone plays a part and where your efforts are truly appreciated. A place so innovative and forward-thinking that we're rebuilding hands and where even robots lend a hand.
Join hands with us. Learn more at vacareer.va.gov.
Happy retirement, Dad.
Thank you very much.
So, Dad, what are you going to do next? We just miss being around kids.
We're not done yet.
Milton Hershey School house parents. What's that? Being a house parent is much more than a job. It's a purpose. How do you afford to move?
Can we even visit you guys while you're in Hershey?
Are you going to visit?
And we'll save even more money because we won't have to pay for housing, utilities, and meals.
And the school provides everything we need to make a difference in these kids' lives.
We won't be alone. There'll be people like us from all over the country helping care for these students.
You're still on it, aren't you?
Absolutely.
It's a new chapter for you. And the kids who deserve one too. Discover what's next at Milton.
Here's a fact. Every day, 5,500 people in the United States are diagnosed with cancer. It's 5,500 people yesterday, 5,500 people today, and 5,500 people tomorrow. Here's another fact. Stand Up to Cancer is on a mission to change that statistic by funding and developing the newest and most innovative cancer treatments to help save lives now. You can join in this mission and help bring an end to cancer as we know it at standuptocancer.org.
Ashley, a daughter, a mother, a wife, passed away at age 41 from triple-negative breast cancer. Her doctor told us she had had genetic testing, she'd be alive today. If certain types of cancers appear to run in your family, genetic testing may be right for you and may qualify you for earlier and more routine cancer screenings. Know your family history, talk to your doctor about genetic testing, and learn more at standuptocancer.org/family history.
The website guy Mitch came by to talk to Rick about the new website. But Rich is not here, so he asked me to stand in for him and sign off on the new ideas. And let me see what you have been working on.
Yeah, I've been spending a lot of time with Rick, and he's got a lot of great ideas for the e-commerce retail site. So these are some of the mock-ups that we've come up with.
Okay. Where are all of our friends right here?
Well, Rick thought it would be a great idea to get all of the experts that come into the store to be on the website. So we've got Jesse from Cowtown Guitars, Danny with the cars, all of the people who come in and work with you.
Yeah, this looks good and all, but this isn't going to drive people to the website. We're thinking about like an interactive video game. You can be me or you can be Corey. You have to fight the other one with a ninja sword, so it would be you versus the computer, but it would really be me versus Corey. And we want to put a game like that right here. And then maybe even like a chat with that dating style right here. How about the Corey or something? Oh, hey, meet my business partner, Corey.
Hi, Corey.
This is my assistant, Chumley.
Your assistant?
Yeah.
Well, Chumley was just giving me some of his ideas, but it's nothing that I've discussed with Rick. Rick was very specific about creating an e-commerce website for the retail business that would be an extension of your store.
E-commerce website is definitely what we're looking for. See what you got here?
Yeah, sure.
This is exactly what I would do. Stuff in the store that I can actually sell worldwide instead of people actually having to come down to the stores. This will work out perfectly. Can't wait to get started. Appreciate it.
Great.
I'll show you.
I'm sure Sean's disappointed we didn't use any of his ideas. But at the end of the day, my dad wants to be a Congress website and not a fun park. There's a time and place for Sean's ideas, and this isn't it. The guy bringing 2 rare reed poster pictures into the shop. I'm not exactly sure how to price them, so I'm glad my dad's back so he can help me out.
So where did you get these?
Yeah, these for a little while. I picked them up on auction back in the Midwest. Reed knuckle dusters. We got 32.
That's really cool. Basically, James Reed turned his hobby of gun making into a business. He had a dozen or so employees, and I think most of them were family members. Imagine that. I mean, I have to work with 2 family members. 1850s, 1860s, there was no cops. If you were in a big city, anywhere you were walking down an alley, you could pull out a cell phone or anything else, like you had to defend yourself. So that's why there were so many guns prevalent. Anything close contact, this thing worked. This would fit your pocket. And you got 6 shots, which in this time period was a really, really big deal.
That's right.
All right, Dad. Well, I know there's a market. What I don't know is how much they're worth.
How much do you want for it?
$5,000 for the press.
This one right here, the problem is it wasn't made to be looking like grass. It's grass underneath there, and all the chrome plating is worn off.
That's right. The silver's gone on this. This is better conditioned, and that's why that one is worth more than this pistol is.
I think $3,000 for the pistol would be a really fair offer.
I really go all over the country and do that, and I couldn't buy these anywhere for that kind of price because these things are very, very liquid.
I know they're liquid. Okay, so what do you? I mean, what do
I
you
give you $4,500.
They're deep bells and everything like that, but I still think it's a little high, you know. I'll give you $4,000 for them. That's what I give you. $4,000. I ain't gonna go anymore. That's what I'm doing. See you.
You're the man. It's up to you. How about breaking me even on what I paid for them? $4,100.
Yeah, we do 4,100.
All right, thanks a lot.
Or something.
Being you, all right. When Rick told me 4,000 and walked away, I thought, well, I better not say what I thought, but the 4,100 was a fair wholesale price. So, you know, what can I say? Buyers want to get them as cheap as they can, and sellers want to get them as much as they can.
Hey guys, website's live.
It is? How's it look?
Check it out.
Looks like crap to me. I got a surprise for you, Sven.
I always like surprises.
Like to show it to you?
I don't know if I want to touch anything.
During high school, I hung all around and I never graduated.
I helped Santiago in many different ways, like all fathers do, because he always wanted to go to college.
I felt a little embarrassed to come back to school, but eventually, once I came here, I knew that it's for a bigger goal.
He was very dedicated, hardworking. He connected with his teachers. He connected with other students. That was one of the key reasons why he was able to keep forging ahead.
It was amazing to see him graduate. This was one thing that meant so much to him, and of course, it meant so much to us too.
With the help of my father and having my son, his father, the motivation that I get, that support is everything.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.com.
How does Lyme disease make you feel?
It makes me, well, I don't have a lot of friends and I always forget stuff.
Rylan is really this magical kid. Since the day he was born, made people's hearts, get bigger and burst. It was right after the pandemic, and I call it falling off a cliff. My son was not who he was 3 days ago. So a lot of OCD, rocking back and forth. From the day our life changed, it took almost 4 years to find out that Rylan actually had Lyme disease.
Ryland's resilience is what keeps me strong. He didn't deserve it. No child deserves it. You just have to pursue and pursue and keep pushing and pushing and find the right specialists and never, ever, ever give up on your child.
Hey, Pops. How do you the day without me? You know, it was kind of nice you not being here for a change.
Okay. You gonna ask me how my tooth is?
Well, first off, you shouldn't have took a day off. So what type of man takes a day off for a dental procedure?
I had to have a root canal done.
You had a flight toothache. Big deal. You could have came back to work. Hell, I had a root canal and did it during lunch. You're a pansy, Rick.
It was one of my teeth in the back. Really?
I know you're a product of the damn metal man. I swear to damn. Back in my day, when you went to the dentist, you drank a shot of brandy and went back to work. He said to himself, and Rick is himself, just don't stick your toe in the hallway, son. You might have to take a day off.
Hi guys, how you doing today?
Pretty good, what we got here?
This is a 1960 NFL yearbook.
I didn't know the NFL had a high school.
The yearbook has information about NFL players back in 1960 that I can remember because they were my heroes when I was back there playing football at 15 years old. I would get $50, but I would probably take less because nobody else really cares about the book like I do.
So where did you get this?
I got this at the New York Giant Philadelphia Eagle football game back in 1960 at Yankee Stadium. I actually bought this for a big cents. But when you look through this book, you'll see names like Johnny Unitas.
Oh yeah, otherwise known as Golden Arms. He was MVP for a lot of years.
Do you remember Jim Brown, or you're too young for that one, I guess?
I mean, I'm a little young, but how did you not know who Jim Brown is?
I read stories that he used to stay awake at night trying to think of how to get away from tacklers. That's how great he was.
He was a damn good running back.
Oh, yeah, Vince Lombardi, he was probably the most winningest coach there's ever been.
Well, that's why the Super Bowl trophy is called the Vince Lombardi Trophy, is because of this guy. I love these figures right here. The 1959 championship playoff. Each winning player's share, $4,600.
Tells you something about the times, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So are these guys working full-time jobs after the football season?
It was definitely a different world back then. These guys didn't make a lot of money. I mean, in 1960, if you made $100,000 a year playing football, you were a rock star. It wouldn't shock me if that's all Johnny Unitas made back then.
Probably. I don't think he even made that much.
Professional football became more and more popular in the 1950s and 60s because games began to be televised. And today, football is absolutely huge in the United States. And that means big business for anything NFL related.
But more or less the same game, a little different. They used to rush a lot more back then, a lot less throwing. I love all the poses they did.
It's an action shot. Yeah,
well, they're action shots, but they're actual game photos because they're not wearing helmets. Not that the helmets were any good back then. Most of them didn't even have a face protector on them. These were some tough guys. See, no face protector.
This NFL yearbook is a cool slice of sports history. Sports memorabilia is one of our best sellers, and football fans are always looking for items that are a blast from the past. No doubt, be a quick sell. I can already think of a few customers that would love to buy this.
So how much are you looking to get out of it?
I'm looking for like $50.
Okay. I mean, I don't mean to beat up on you, but it's a little rough shape.
Oh, it came out of the archives of my basement. It's 53 years old. What do we expect?
I'm assuming these were sold in just about every stadium, and probably for most of the season. So, I mean, you probably it's not worth a lot of money. I give you like $20 for it. I mean, I literally think I could get like $40 out of it. That's it.
How about 35?
How about 20?
How about 25?
How about 20?
I'll take the 20.
Okay. Right about, Chuck.
All right, grab the program. Let's go.
All right, thanks. Well, I thought it was a little bit low, but I paid 50 cents for it back in 1960, so that's not a bad return for my money.
Closed captioning for Pawn Stars brought to you by...
Hey folks, Chris Cooney here with Leaf Filter, America's largest gutter and gutter protection company. Leaf Filter has over 150 locations and has been installed on over 1 million homes. We've been protecting homes now for over 20 years. Our patented technology offers total protection for your home and comes with a lifetime transferable warranty. The process is simple. Give us a call to schedule your free gutter inspection. If you decide to move forward with the project, you put nothing down at all. 833 Leaf Filter or visit leaffilter.com today.
Imagine battling cancer and actually beating it. You feel like you've just come out of the woods, only to discover you're about to go over another cliff. Hi, I'm Kathy Bates, and as a 2-time cancer survivor, I can tell you nothing prepared me for the challenge of lymphedema, a chronic disease often brought on by cancer treatment that compromises the lymphatic system and leads to a lifetime of severe swelling and pain. Lymphedema, LE, affects more Americans each year than AIDS, Parkinson's, MS, muscular dystrophy, and ALS combined, but remains largely ignored by the healthcare community. Yet with proper treatment, it can be managed or even prevented. That's why I urge everyone facing a cancer diagnosis to be your own best advocate. Discuss LE with your doctor before undergoing surgery. With patients and doctors working together, we can learn and live.
When a child is fighting a critical illness, there's one truth that touches us all. Every child deserves a childhood. More than one joyful moment, it sparks a ripple of hope that transforms communities far and wide, even yours. When we grant wishes together, we unlock something big, an irresistible movement of kindness, strength, and unity. A spark that uplifts us all.
The whole spirit of what Make-A-Wish is and does, that isn't just life-changing for one individual or one family. That is world-changing.
Become a wishmaker today and be part of a journey that truly changes lives.
From poverty to disease, conflict to environmental issues, the world faces complex challenges. But when people unite and take action, we can make a difference. That's why Rotary remains committed to the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, supporting causes that foster collaboration, peace, and prosperity for everyone, everywhere. We are people of action. We share a passion for improving communities and creating lasting change. When local communities, governments, and experts join forces to secure access to clean water, sanitation, and quality health care, diseases are prevented, children can attend school, and everyone can prosper. By creating economic opportunities, ensuring quality education, and building stability, cycles of poverty and conflict are broken, and we can safeguard our natural world for generations to come. Learn more, find your cause, and take action at Rotary.org.
I've got a surprise for you inside them.
The Navy standard embalming outfits.
Exactly.
Okay.
We don't have to use it. World War II Navy embalming kit. I'm asking $2,000 for it. It's probably a pretty small market for the item. I do believe the price is right there, but I'm willing to go down probably to $500.
You open it.
All right, here we go.
All right. And do we know what year this is?
It was in the World War II era.
I don't know if I want to touch anything.
You tell me what you'd like to see. How about these bottles are made by the National Casket Company?
Just a little creepy.
That's okay, because you have to remember, this is U.S. Navy, and it was on a ship, so it's going to be exposed to the salt air and so on, so it's going to definitely give us a little corrosion. So. Now, I don't think you've ever had one of these, probably.
No.
You know what? The sponge possibly might be like
Oh, you don't like the sponge back. When you think about it, embalming shouldn't be that creepy. It's been standard practice for over 100 years. But for some reason, it's always been and always will be creepy to me. I mean, basically what you have here is you have a little suction device and everything is pulling the blood out and putting, chemicals that will preserve the body for a longer period of time.
Yeah.
So where did you get this?
You know, I bought this from a long-time customer of mine. He didn't want it in his collection. Take it, see what I can do with it.
All right. This is World War II era.
Yes.
As far as I know, 99.9% of any women dying on a ship during World War II was buried at sea. I'm imagining this probably wasn't ever used on a ship. Okay, it was probably used in a base hospital somewhere. We have to understand if we're talking World War II era ships, there was no real place to store the bodies. Okay, so what were you looking to do with it?
I like to sell.
Okay, how much you want for it?
I think it's worth $2,000.
All right. It's just not for me because number one, it's creepy.
Yeah, okay.
And number two is it's just too bad shape.
Yeah. No price.
No. I mean, it's really, really good to begin with, and then in this shape makes it hard.
Okay.
All right. Thanks for stopping by, man.
Sir. I'm gonna hold off, and I'm gonna do the cleanup. And if that doesn't work out, I'll maybe put it back in the area I had.
Hey guys, website's live.
It is? How's it look?
Looks good, man. Check it out.
It looks nice. It looks like we're already selling stuff.
We already got a lot of guitars sold out. I mean, it just doesn't move in the store that fast. I mean, it's just flying off the shelves online.
You guys did a hell of a job. I am deeply impressed.
Sure, whatever.
What do you mean, whatever?
Looks like crap to me.
Why does it look like crap? You guys put it together.
It's just a boring website.
What do you mean it's boring?
Chum's mad because I wouldn't use any of his ideas.
Like what ideas?
The Ninja Sword idea.
Ninja Sword idea, turn it into a dating site idea.
Why would we have a dating site on our website?
I had to kill most of his ideas.
You guys want to have a lame website? Have a lame website. You guys are lame anyways. It doesn't really matter.
Rick, take him out for ice cream like I used to do with you when you were pouting.
All right, I'll take him out for ice cream. Maybe I'll make him happy.
Ice cream always makes him happy.
I knew that St. Jude was a children's hospital for cancer and hematology. I knew that no one ever received a bill from St. Jude, but I in no way understood the scope of how amazingly and how completely they take care of their patients and their families.
Join the battle to save lives by supporting St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Here at St. Jude, you don't ever have to worry about how much treatment costs. You never get a bill, ever, for any item.
They make it so that our only battle and our only concern is taking care of him and making him comfortable, and making sure that we're there to support him in every way. Any other concern that we could have, St. Jude took care of completely.
I'm not Judge Judy, but I've worked with her for years. She's a real sweetheart. Yep, Judge Judy is a real peach.
Judy is back with new cases never seen before in daytime.
I've lost your mind.
This is Judy Justice.
I asked him to make an investment for me, $4,000.
The judge makes a prediction.
He has interpreted it as a gift. I bet you. Watch this.
4,000
what would it give?
It was
was a gift. Real cases before a real judge.
Plaintiff Marlene Benson dated the defendant, despite the fact that she was much older than him. But after he moved in with Marlene, she realized he wanted her to be his sugar mama. Marlene suing her ex-boyfriend for stolen money and property damage. Defendant Ian McLean says there's a 23-year age difference between him and Marlene, but he still found her to be attractive for her age. Ian claims their relationship started going downhill after Marlene saw that he had a dating app on his phone, and he insists the money she's suing for was a gift.
Start with you.
We began dating probably in about November 2013. We dated on and off for about a year and a half when we lived out of state. During that time, everything was great.
When you lived out of state,
Right, everything was great. He moved back in about May of 2015. So we lived together. He moved into my residence. We lived there for a few months, where then I kind of figured out that he had a sense of entitlement as far as me being financially responsible for him, and I did not sign up to be anyone's sugar mama. So I
you didn't intend to be a sugar mama.
Yeah, so yeah, there's a big difference. We both come from technology backgrounds, so we had a lot in common as far as that goes. And he is charming and brilliant.
You had everything common other than money. He hustled you.
Correct.
So go ahead.
So we actually took a break from our relationship from September through December of 2015.
A break?
A break.
He had just come around in May.
I know. We had been dating for, again, a couple years. At that point.
A couple years. He was out of town all the time.
He was.
Y'all wasn't doing nothing but talking on the phone.
Well, we
make sure you save that money. I'll be back in 6 months. I'll be rolling in. Go ahead, Beth.
In March of 2015, I asked him to make an investment for me. So it wasn't me giving him money, it was him to actually make an investment because he had an Ameritrade of $4,000.
The guy he's suing him for.
Correct.
So it ended up being, well, whatever you thought, he thought it was a gift.
Yeah.
Because the $4,000 you gave him, give me the incident. When did you first put money in his hand? Maybe that's the better way of putting it. Not gift to him. He interpreted it as a gift. I bet you. Watch this.
Okay.
Do you owe her $4,000 or was it a gift?
It was a gift.
Let's move on, though. Let's move on. All right, I'll let you continue with the background. I just wanted you to understand what you were dealing with.
Okay.
But go right ahead. So, you all dated up until September 15th?
In September 15th, we took a break until December 15th. And we got back together. He resided at my home again. And the same pattern came up as far as not wanting to work, sense of entitlement. So on May 29th, we split up. And we memorialized the breakup with the fact that he was going to return my shares. I have an agreement. It was shares, so they vary. We have an agreement to return. This was actually written by the respondent.
Let me allow him to get to that part, then I'll allow you to give me more details. Sir, I don't know how you like to be referred to. Some folks like to be referred to as players. Some folks like to be referred to as sir. But I think it's probably sir today. So, sir, what do you want to tell me? Background?
So yeah, I mean, we met in November 2013. We sort of hit it off. She's 2 years older than me. I still found her to be really attractive for her age. It wasn't anything else than that. And so we dated for a couple months, and then I moved in. And December 2013, I went out of state in January to take a job, working somewhere.
1 month later.
1 month later, yeah. I moved out of state after living with her for a year. And so we were kind of going this back and forth. The boundaries of the relationship were sort of ambiguous of, how serious it was.
Mm-hmm.
And then in May 2015, I moved back, like she said. And so once that happened, she saw that like Tinder was on my phone, and she got really mad at me, and I deleted
the dating website.
Yeah.
That was only after he had hacked into my phone computer and gone through everything.
But anyways, so once she saw that, I mean, I deleted it right away, but it continued to be this point of contention with her. So she talked on about it, and I wasn't able to really get out of it. And eventually, I looked on her phone, and I saw there were several blocked numbers on there. I called those numbers. One of them actually admitted to being with her in September, and so I was pretty heartbroken. And I was pretty hurt. And at that point, that is when she actually gifted it.
Okay, yeah. So
originally,
I need 4,000 now. You cheated.
Broke my heart.
Broke my heart. And for that, I need 4 large.
I can show the messages. She's saying that I could have the money in January.
I have text messages.
And she said I could keep the money as a gift.
Let's see what
it was not a gift.
And then she's going to give me all of her evidence. All right, ma'am.
Don't go away. There's more Judge Mathis after this.
Everything he does, I like. He like twins from another mother. If he fight, I fight. He swing, I swing. It's just that type of relationship.
People don't fight no more.
Yeah, that was back
You're not watching television. They don't fight no more. They're killing 15-year-olds, and you all out here fighting.
And still to come.
If you're stealing my other money, where's the other money?
I was talking about the vehicle and the money.
So there's a vehicle.
What vehicle?
Also.
If he was driving
a car too.
He was driving a car of mine, which I have back.
I grew up in Detroit, and I'm proud of where I come from. It's a tough city, but there's a lot of love here. And I carry that tough love with me as a judge. And I still keep it real, hearing real cases with real people from my courtroom in Chicago. I'm Judge Mathis.
Lysol knows little hands deserve big protection. That's why we're continuing to donate science kits to schools in need and helping protect classrooms by killing 99.9% of germs, keeping kids' hands clean and here.
Cheerios, made with tasty peppery oats for the cool gut.
Because I smoked, I have heart failure. I went from me being their carrier to the husband and kids being mine.
The people you love are worth quitting for. You can quit. Call 1-800-QUIT now for help getting free medication.
Resolve. Your pet knows that the mess is really gone. It cannot be made remarked as gone. Resolve can get rid of pet messes better than the leading competitor, destroying stains, neutralizing odors, and preventing remarking. Love the love, resolve the mess.
Did you know it's possible to have a heart attack at age 36? I did. Here's a tip. If you smoke, it's totally possible. That's what happened to me.
You can quit. Call 1-800-QUIT now for help getting free medication.
I brought in a Sure Max protein with 30 grams of protein. Those who tried me felt more energy in just 2 weeks. Here, I'll take that.
Ensure 30 grams protein, 1 gram sugar, and a protein blend to feed muscles up to 7 hours.
Cheerios, made with tasty whole grain oats for the cool gut. The cat calls.
You stink.
Our white rust stink. It's the bacteria in their sweaty clothes.
You stink.
Adding Lysol laundry sanitizer kills 99.9% of odor-causing bacteria. Detergents leave behind. Clean is good. Is better.
He had a sense of entitlement as far as me being financially responsible for him, and I did not see him sugar mama. So I was kind of getting
sugar mama.
Yeah, so
Plaintiff Marlene Benson dated the defendant despite their 23-year age difference. But she soon realized the defendant wanted her to be his sugar mama.
How did he damage your property?
on between May 29th, when I feel that the relationship was ended, and June 14th, we came up with a financial agreement with, I think, the one that you have in front of you at this time. And he was supposed to put the stock shares back into my account. On June 14th, he went into one of his jealous rages, I guess, after we faxed the TD Ameritrade transfer, he called them and canceled the trade. But I do have texts saying that it was my money, that he
What
was
about
giving
the
it back
property
to me.
damage? I'll get to
The
that.
property damage, the day we were having the argument, I work from home quite a bit, so I took a work phone call. He was at my home, he went on the back patio to smoke. I locked the door to have some privacy so I could take a call. He came through the garage and he broke down my laundry room door. He had the garage to enter my residence. So I had to have the door repaired, and
When did you say he moved?
he moved on 5/29.
Okay. And when did that incident?
6/14. We were still in the midst of the agreement, so we were in the middle of kind of memorializing that. I didn't actually fax the trade report.
Yeah, no, we're talking about the residency now.
I have proof of that. I lived there in June.
See, that's what I knew was about to come.
That's why he had,
So you have evidence
regardless.
that you still lived there as of June 14th?
It said, I showed a text saying from 6:10, and she just said I moved out in May. And I have text from 6:10 saying on my way home, she acknowledged it, okay, and then on 6:11 again.
This is June 11th, ma'am. On my way home again. You say okay. All right. And on his text also, he says this purports to indicate it was a gift. Plaintiff says, I said use the money you asked for. And he showed me something else where you say, so use the money.
The money that I was referring to when he and I have all my previous file, the money I was referring to was when he initially took the investment money from me to invest on my behalf. There was an initial profit immediately of $600, which I said, that's fine, you can keep that.
Okay, so that part was a gift, the 600.
Correct.
All right, that he made off of the 4,000.
Correct.
So that was made.
Correct.
So to keep that part.
I did.
All right. Now, what evidence do you have regarding the specifics of the 4,000?
He did
What is
fill out
this?
the transfer
Let me see it,
form.
please. What is it?
It's the transfer form. He filled it out and signed it, and I faxed it, showing the intent to transfer them back to me or put them into an account of mine.
Where is the intent to transfer it back?
Right there, he signed the transfer form, and I faxed it to TD Ameritrade on 6/14.
It says he was going to give it back to you.
Correct. It shows his account and my account number.
What else you have? This is what that says. You say on June 5, if you're stealing my other money, where's the other money?
Well, I was trying to.
So there's a vehicle.
What vehicle?
Also.
He was driving.
Gave him a car too?
He was driving a car of mine, which I have back.
She took the car back, and then I was going to transfer the shares,
So
but she took the
he
car.
said here out of anger that I'm keeping more money, my money, which means my money, in the car because he was angry.
I'm blocking
Because I
you
was-
keeping
I
your
didn't want-
money in the car, but I'm looking at what you first handed me, and you give me an agreement that says, in acknowledgement of this agreement, I will transfer the shares within 5 business days upon receipt, and this is June 6th. What do you say to that, sir?
I don't have a car right now. No.
That has nothing to do with this contract.
More of Judge Mathis when we return.
And then the next morning, I get a bunch of text messages from people. There's a bunch of mean, rude text messages like, don't hit my phone no more, we ain't friends no more. So I'm like, where is this all coming from?
So what'd you find out?
I find out that he's mad because I didn't offer him a cheeseburger. And I feel like, so now he's mad.
And later,
I met Andrew back in April in 7-Eleven. And he noticed me from the TV show MasterChef. We got speaking. He said, "Oh, I seen you on TV before." So he kind of had that wounded puppy dog look, and I figured maybe I can give him a he was telling me how.
Why you say wounded puppy dog?
He went like this. He's looking at me like this, slouched over, giving me the eyes.
You just on the car like yourself. You crazy. You don't have to pay child support. I'm gonna knock you.
Where conflict has reigned, where sickness has held sway, where The Carter Center is there. Where information sets room free. Where the ballot box is open to all. Where human rights are respected and diseases are conquered. The Carter Center is there, waging peace, fighting disease, building hope. Be there with us.
James was diagnosed at 3 months old with neuroblastoma. We went from thinking we had a healthy little boy, all of a sudden he had this super serious cancer. It was heartbreaking. He had chemotherapy until he was just under a year old. At that point, he was in remission.
Went that way for a year and then relapsed February of 2023. And here we are finishing up treatment, hopefully.
The research is extremely important. Anything we can do to support research and find more cures is worth it.
Knowing that it's contributing something like a puzzle to curing this horrible disease. We all want the same thing. We all want our children to live and have long, meaningful lives.
I love you. My little miracle is Beckett. A month after his 3rd birthday, he got diagnosed with ATRT brain cancer. All you can think of is the kid's not going to live. The fact that St. Jude isn't built is a godsend, and the fact that we don't have to ask for help here makes things a lot easier to go through what we have to go through with Beckett. We wouldn't be where we are without St. Jude, and in turn, we wouldn't be where we are without those people that have donated.
Today's students are tomorrow's great thinkers and innovators.
What can this law teach us about the way things move?
But right now, millions of kids go to schools that don't have the supplies they need just because of where they live. Others Choose is a nonprofit that lets you support students and teachers in your community and beyond. You could supply a classroom like this one with a project. But what you're really giving is the moment that sparks a brighter tomorrow. Learn more at DonorsChoose.org.
Are you furious with a friend or family member who knows you lied or has wronged you? If you're currently suing or thinking about filing a lawsuit, call 1-888-VERDICT or visit us online at JudgeMathisTV.com.
We met in November 2013. We started to hit it off right away. She's 23 years old. I still found her to be really attractive for her age. It wasn't anything else than that.
Plaintiff Marlene Benson dated the defendant despite their 23-year age difference. But she soon realized the defendant wanted her to be his sugar mama.
And the property, ma'am, he has evidence that he was there in June 11. You acknowledged him living there in June 11.
No, when he said he was coming home, he mentioned his friend Gordy's who lived down the street.
That's
that
her
didn't mean
number
my home.
on there. That's her phone number.
Yeah, that is my
I know,
phone
but
number.
she said
That
you were referring to.
That doesn't mean my home.
Right.
That doesn't say my home. That means where he was living.
No, what you're telling me is ridiculous regarding this agreement that she has shown me, and that you tried to con her out of $4,000, but she was ahead of you with the game. So be more careful, ma'am. I believe you were being trusted from the beginning, but thank God you came to a judge and recognized that. I'll grant you your judgment. $4,237. Have a good day.
Yeah, that was her. I feel like she's kind of, gives and then takes back and says I owe her when I thought it was a gift, but
What can I say? I mean, I made a mistake in character and integrity. I thought that's right, so and I'm going to find it.
Plaintiff Tanea Dufawa says she and the defendant were best friends, and he was the first person Tanea came out to when she was 15 years old. Tanea claims one day after she and the defendant got into an argument over a cheeseburger, the defendant cut her off on the road, caused an accident, and fled the scene. She's suing for her car damages. Defendant Nathan Marston admits that he and Tanae were good friends and claims they were even robbed together at gunpoint. Nathan claims his friendship with Tanae started going downhill once she began dating her new girlfriend.
Start with you.
Back in high school, we've been friends, best friends for 7 to 8 years now. I was 15 years old. He was actually one of the first people I came out to. He supported me fully. Ever since then, we've been inseparable. Everything he does, I like. We like twins from another mother. If he fight, I fight. He swings. That's the relationship. And sometimes we fight each other, and that's what comes with a package of best friends. Later, I'll say April 28th
How
of this
much
year.
fighting have you all done with other people in particular?
I'll say quite a bit, not average.
Where you all from?
From Chicago, but we reside in Mass, Illinois.
Fighting in Chicago. You don't fight no more. You all didn't.
Yeah, that was back
You're not watching television. They don't fight anymore. They're killing 15-year-olds, and you all out here fighting. And that's the whole issue, is about conflict and about the inability to resolve conflict in a peaceful way without guns all over the city. And here you all want to fight. You give me some background on yourself.
Yeah, like she said, we've known each other for a good 7 to 8 years. When you mentioned Tanae, you saw Nate. And like we've been in a lot of situations, club hopping, parties. And it was a situation where we almost walked together. Me and Tanae were walking down the street, and it was like we were gentlemen. So we both had the biggest pair of earrings. She had the biggest pair, and I had the biggest pair. So next thing you know, we're walking, and I feel some hands on my ears. I'm like, whoa. And then I turn to look to her. She has a gun on her back, and the person is taking her earrings off. I got cut with a knife on my hand, and things are so I have to run. But that's my friend. You never leave your friend, and regardless of the situation, even with the hostile environment, gun and that, I still return back to the scene because I just couldn't leave nobody I came with there by themselves. That's just not me. Family, regardless, friends, family, we all want.
They just changed their mind, or what happened with the criminals when they robbed them today? And just said, never mind.
To be honest,
he knew him defended. He actually fled the scene. I was the one there. He did leave me. He did not say due to it, but I wouldn't let him mistake. There was a lot of guys in him, so it was about the get out that jam. So it was actually I told him let's not go on this side of the neighborhood. We're not wanted. We're not supposed to be here, Knowing Nathan, I ride with him as my best friend. He kept insisting that we go on this particular block. I kept telling him, like, look, we shouldn't be here. This is not our block, and we shouldn't be here. Nathan wanted to be a hardhead, so he kept walking and kept going. I let him walk ahead for like 5 minutes, and I'm like, let me just go. I'm not really my best friend. So we went over there. Next thing you know, if I feel like it's set up, so I tell Nate, like, look, we shouldn't be here. You know what I'm saying? Like he said,
You lies to the game.
Yes. I was telling him, we all wearing the biggest earrings, you know what I'm saying? And then we shouldn't be here. So then when you see somebody that's less than fortunate and they see somebody with a lot of goods on, they go one in. So once thing you know, they set us up for like 15 minutes being there, and then everything happened. Yes, a gun was to my back, actually several guns, because they know I'm an athlete and I can run. And so as far as him, they didn't want to hurt me because I'm still a woman at the same time. So they just told me, look, stand here. And I took them off myself. Nobody touched me. I took them off myself.
So they did take
Yeah, they did take the earrings off. And then he left. He got some neighbors put him in the car and left.
Stay tuned. The case continues after this.
I can tell you don't have any street in here. None. Zero. So you need to be who you are. A young kid who goes to college and get out of the environment of the tough street guys who rob you. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter.
Lasagna?
Lasagna.
As in lasagna?
60% of cats are overweight. Feed them Ice Healthy Weight.
$5 duo at BK. Step up to the plate and have it your way. Get two of your faves, it's up to you. Just figure it out. Then hit the drive-thru. BK, have it your way.
When that fancy new dessert spot is actually your couch. Flavors that feed your fancy. Stay playful.
If you feel held back by the weight of financial decisions, we can give you the tools to help you break free. Credit Karma gives you personalized guidance to improve your credit, savings, taxes, and more, so you can find your way to money. Intuit Credit Karma. Karma you can count on.
Poshmark is the perfect side hustle. It got me through school, a new job, and getting into my first apartment. There's so much I can sell. And now listing is even easier with Poshmark's Smart List AI feature. I just take a pic and let Smart List do the rest. I love it.
Morning, sweat. Roll up, sweat. Taste test, sweat. Reset, refresh, restock. Sweat. No time, sweat. No time, new sign. There's a line, sweat. Back to it, sweat. Close up, sweat. Night shift starts now. Sweat moves you forward. We'll make sure it never holds you back. Degree, here for sweat.
Big day, everybody. That's the spirit.
What's going on? Oh, the Homes.com network just hit 100 million visitors. So we're throwing a party now that we're the go-to site for home shoppers.
You don't think this is a little over the top?
Over the top. It's 100 million, Mark. Pretty big deal.
Yeah, we get that every month.
Excuse me?
What are you going to do? Throw a party every month?
Party every month, everybody! I don't know how to change the song up at Homes.com. The place to find a place.
Welcome back to Ridiculousness. Keep it up for our very special guest, Dean Okay, let's talk about your sweet little puppy, Buddy. What's Buddy like?
He is so small, but so aggressive. Like, he is a fighter.
Yeah, so what type of dog is this?
He's a Morkie Yorkshire mix.
Okay, so
So cute.
I got a teacup Pomeranian. Okay, it's this big. It's mean.
Yeah.
Mean. You know what I mean? It's the same vibe, always barking at nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you pet it too much, like it starts to bite you. You know what I mean? Like it's real aggressive. Do you love Buddy? Love him. Well, look, this category is dedicated to other sweet little dogs. Take a look at little buddies. Hey, man. Just getting the Sizzler. Sizzler. I see you. Like, that's already rotten already. Is it? Or is it perfectly cooked medium? Did she cook it? What? I love steak.
My dog ain't nothing.
Just like that. Oh my God. Just like that. She really opened up. Oh, you got the money. Let's roll. I mean, come on. You're not even going to try to save the little fella? Hey, you know what you want. Look, I mean,
Look at the poopy head.
look at you. You're just like a walking snowball.
At least you have that little poof to break this ball.
Oh, he's got himself a little wiggle. Oh, that was I tell you what, man, I truly wish my dog was that dysfunctional. I thought that was it for our show today. Thank you to our very special guest, Dean Bachler, Christina Bruce, Chanel West Coast. I'm Rob Good. We'll see you next time on Ridiculous Day.
MTV and the producers insist that no one submit any videos of themselves or others performing any dangerous activity. We will not open or view them.
Throwing a mask and ride trash cans. Warning, please do not attempt to perform any of the stunts or activities in this film, as they are dangerous and can cause serious injury. Video submissions of any kind are not accepted by MTV or the producers.
2, 1, go!
Okay, I'd like to talk about who really shined the hardest in quarantine, okay? And it's really outgoing moms, okay? Moms are good, you know what I mean? Because, like, now they can drink all day, right? But before they had to be a little cautious, wait for the kids to leave. But now that the kids are home and the alcohol's flowing and the cameras are out, moms are shining. But this category is dedicated to a very special mom who shines so brightly. Take a look at quarantine moms.
So Monday is going to be Martini Monday.
Oh, Martini Mondays.
I love her.
Tequila Tuesdays.
Wednesday, Thursday,
Tito's Thursday. That doesn't quite flow, but okay.
Fireball Friday.
Like, she went with my dreams. I thought it was going to be me just one.
I hate to say it, but the flow feels good. You know what I mean? Because you want to peak Fireball on Friday, then you want to bring it back down to cover with sangria, like that, some nice white wine on the end.
Yeah, that's like the first.
Okay.